The term true is beautiful comes from the belief in the concept of authenticity, which has been a strong value at Total Environment from the very beginning. It's really about the concept that good design is about finding a solution within the problem and not about trends and fads and just taking something from somewhere else. It's really about understanding what the problem is and finding the solution within that problem. So we believe that a truly beautiful space or experience is timeless, and we are able to achieve that kind of timeless design just by believing in ourselves and staying true to those beliefs. We believe in 5 principles of good design: authenticity, harmony, connection, simplicity, and detail. Authenticity is about putting ourselves in the shoes of our customers and finding the solution within the problem. It's about designing based on what the real problem is. It's not really about it's about not following any fads or trends and just believing in ourselves and staying true to those beliefs. And harmony, we strive for harmony through the use of natural materials that age gracefully, materials that have personality. And every single home of ours is designed to, around a garden. Even if it's on the 25th floor, there's always a garden attached to every single home. And, the indoor spaces open out onto these gardens through large French windows that bring the outdoors in and bring in also a lot of natural light. Simplicity, we spend hours to meticulously simplify the design of each space that we create. Simple, clean lines and minimal walls ensure free-flowing spaces without compromising on privacy. And finally, detail. It's the little details that are fundamental to the character and personality of a space. And it's also these little details that make the big difference to how a space functions. Our stairs, for example, are always very comfortable. Louvered bathroom doors allow for light and ventilation and also lend a special character to that space. So when we are looking for land for a new project, it's really about finding the right balance between 4 very different things. Ideally, we would want to, we'd love to have a property that is very beautiful, that has lots of old trees. Maybe it has a water body and it has, very nice views. And sometimes we have been very fortunate with this. We have projects like Windmills of Your Mind and Pursuit of a Radical Rhapsody, which are next to a beautiful lake. We have the Magic Faraway Tree, which is on an elevated property, which has beautiful views. We have After the Rain. So that is the ideal thing, but then we have to balance it with 3 other very important factors. One is, of course, the location itself, proximity to schools and social infrastructure. The second is basic infrastructure like roads, street lighting, water supply, power supply, and all of that. And the third, which is very, very important in our industry, is about the title and the ownership of the land. For us, that's significant because you cannot take the risk on a large-scale project, without the titles being clear. And unfortunately, in our country, there are very, very few properties that have proper, clear titles. So at the end of the day, we have to balance between all of these 4 things. So the entire real estate and housing industry has always worked on a project approach. It comes with the problem of new learnings, new problems every time. And in a project approach, you can't really afford to spend the amount of time that's required to resolve all the little details completely, because it's got a limited life. But every Total Environment home comes from a product family that has its own characteristic plan, specifications, details, furniture layout, and customization options. This unique product approach ideology is really based on the principle of clear problem definition, empathy, continuous research, customer feedback, and design refinement. So through this approach, we are able to really, have each product evolve from one version to the next version to the next version. So just like in the automobile industry or in the software product industry, where you spend that much more time on every single product and resolving every aspect of that product, and then keep improving it from version to version, we are able to do the same with our homes. So over the years, we have developed products like the C20, the V50, or the D60, and these products have evolved over time. So early on, we realized that when you're designing, for example, a 3-bedroom apartment, and for one project, and then when you start the next one, it doesn't really make sense to design that one differently unless it's significantly better than the previous one. So why would you not use the same product that you've already designed and make that product better versus trying to do something completely different just for the sake of being different? I've always been fascinated by nature and how old trees become so much better and grander and more beautiful with time. And that whole concept of, just like good wine, of something becoming better and better as it ages. And so through the use of natural materials like exposed brick, concrete, and wood, or cotton steel, we design our homes so that they actually, over a period of time, they age gracefully and become better and better and more beautiful, and develop more character and personality. And that's always been a strong trait of our of Total Environment Homes. I think everything stems from this value of conscientiousness. Whether it's the authentic approach to design, or the fact that we sit with every single customer and customize their homes, understand their needs, and give them exactly what we think they need. Also ensuring at the same time that they don't make mistakes. We work with them to ensure that they get a home that they're happy with at the end of it all. Or the fact that we manage these properties for life. We're still looking after homes that we handed over 20 years ago. And this is not because it's not a strategic decision, it's not because it makes good business sense, or it's simply because we believe it's the right thing to do. And all of that comes from just listening to your conscience. I think more than ever before, the value of a hard asset like a home is much more now. Never before has it been so important to have also a home that is well designed, a home that is close to nature, and is designed in a manner that's flexible, that allows, with minimum walls, that allows you to reconfigure spaces so that, whether it's work from home or any other need. Because unlike in the past, when you just came home in the night, spent a few hours and were off to office in the morning, now you're spending so much more time at home that I think everyone is realizing the importance of good design and of authentic good design. I think owning a Total Environment home is not really a question of timing the market. The security that home ownership offers is unparalleled in today's economy, with the extent of volatility that exists in other classes. Home ownership is really a milestone that transcends all other investments. What we've also seen is that in the new normal, there's an increased focus on good design, and there's a strong realization about the value of natural light and ventilation and flexible spaces that are designed really well in a manner that's flexible, allows you to reconfigure spaces to suit the new requirements of work from home. And open kitchens is another aspect of design that is seeing value today. So in the past, you would just come home in the evening, sleep, and then in the morning you're off to office again. But I think now people are spending that much more time at home. So the value of good design, of spaces that have been well thought of authentic, timeless spaces that work well, that function well. I think that is being appreciated much more. And all of this is evident from the huge increase in sales that we have seen in the recent past, of especially the larger, higher ticket homes. People are now valuing that good design and value for money product that we offer there. And we've seen this in the increased sales velocity in the recent past. The early movers are, of course, taking advantage of getting the better choice of the homes that are available. But I think people are realizing the value of good design, of good materials, good quality construction, and really the enormous amount of value for money that our homes offer. And we're seeing that really in the increased sales velocity in the recent few months. There's a reason why Bangalore is one of the fastest growing cities in the country. Beautiful weather, whatever people might say, I still believe it's a garden city. It's vibrant, it's home to a large number of MNCs. There's a growing social infrastructure, a very cosmopolitan and a young population. It's just a wonderful city.